Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from downtown Minneapolis. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
From the 27, Cousins. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. Xavier Rhodes makes the tackle.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
The tackle made by L.J. Ford.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Cousins. This one taken in by Olabisi Johnson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Check 52.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now Cousins here on the bootleg. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The former first-round pick Marlon Humphrey there to get a hand on it.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football.
Five. Let's go. Get that quarterback. And all 48, Mike. 48.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Johnson's got it complete. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for 4th down.
Gun. Here we go.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards, but instead, offense out there. They're going for it.
Hey, we got 4. Got 4 down. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Listen to me.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Gun. Bumps up the helmet. Here we go. 36 the mic.
Cousins again. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, Cook waiting in the backfield all alone. They give it to him running left. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, they got the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Jackson. Forced out to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And he's got Snead. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 21 yards there on 3rd down. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give the tackle there to Daniil Hunter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's Jackson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by... Harrison Smith.
Intercepted. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Done.
48, come on.
Hey, we're good, we're good. Hey, Delta. All right, now we're done.
From the gun, here's Cousins. Incomplete.
Cousins pass. Thrown away and incomplete.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Tight right. 3 down.
Hey, can't.
Mike.
Hey, exit. We're done.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. This is Johnson, he's got it. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
Run out.
Here we go, G, get off the field.
first down. Here's the run with Cook. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Gun. Hey, Steamer.
48 Mike.
Hey, we heavy on the edges. Hey, seam 6.
48 to Mike.
Tighten up. Go ahead.
From the shotgun, it's Cousins. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
After the interception, here's Jackson on the move to his left. Now he's going to let it go. And this is caught. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 46 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. To throw is Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at...
Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Seth Roberts there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Cousins to throw it this time. And incomplete.
Cousins pass. Thrown to the sideline.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Here's Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves him a few inches short here on 4th down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches.
Check. Switch.
Cousins on the keeper. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. A wall of bodies there. Nowhere to burrow through the line on the quarterback sneak. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Being chased out left. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11. Jackson. They go screen. This is Ingram. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. Jackson looking to throw on third. Buying time to his left. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down. Now, I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides, when that derriere dips, if you will, that play's over.
The derriere dips, I like that one.
Yeah, been working on it for a little bit. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Throwing again on second down. Jackson rolling to his right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 34 yards. And the Ravens have taken the lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. From the gun, Jackson. He'll buy some time right. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. And the formula there on the 2-point try, they go 5 wide. Not even the option to hand the ball off. They got it.
They tried to create space, and there isn't a whole lot of it there. For the defense, what you're trying to do is make sure that if they're going to catch the ball, make them catch it behind you, because they run out of space with the back line. But in this case, the offense figured it out.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Cousins. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something that...
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Vikings pick up the football. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. And the third quarter starts with a run by Ingram. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Steps away to it, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Eric Kendricks able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off right around the 43 and to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Yellow, yellow, yellow. Break your Omaha. Gun.
Run. Smith. Hey, look, 48. Look, hey, we got Mike. Hey, yellow, yellow. Let's go. Watch the... Here we go.
Throwing his Cousins. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 34. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Well, partner, let's put a bow on the Super Bowl for Kansas City. What a comeback win. Yet another come-from-behind victory for Patrick Mahomes and company. An absolute heartbreak for San Francisco.
Didn't Madden predict Kansas City would win the game?
Yes, 35-31, I believe they predicted.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected, but a lot of fireworks down the stretch.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. It's a gain of 35. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson, and he slings one that's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Seth Roberts, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go. Jackson from the shotgun. Dancing to his left. He can run for it, and he will. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Here's Snead as they run the jet sweep. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. This time Jackson will throw it. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Daniil Hunter able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up first and 10. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
They run it again with Cook. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Now this will probably...